Hey guys, Chance here. I am walking back from the library. I just spent just a couple hours getting some work done. I'm a first semester sophomore year mechanical engineering student right now, and I have a goal, and this goal is a 4.0 GPA this semester. Now, this goal of becoming a 4.0 student is not going to come easy. In fact, it actually might be one of the hardest things I've ever done in my entire life. I've never been a 4.0 student. I've never had a semester in recent schooling, college or high school, where I've gotten all A's the whole semester. So this is a new challenge for me during potentially the hardest semester of my entire mechanical engineering college experience. Right now I am enrolled in statics, calculus 3, physics 2, which is like an electromagnetics course, and then materials engineering. Some of these classes range up to my statics being a 50% fail rate, so half the kids that take the class will fail. And then obviously the other classes are also extremely difficult. Now, like I mentioned before, I've never been a 4.0 student, but in particular, I've actually never been good at math, despite, me pursuing a mechanical engineering degree. I've never gotten an A in a math class, ever. But this semester I want it to be different. Now, why am I doing this, you may ask? And that's a good question. And I have to say, it's because I have a theory. I think that theory is that you don't have to be smart to pursue any degree of any sorts. You don't have to be the best to do anything that is challenging you, whether that's academically, physically. But I'm convinced, and hopefully my theory holds true, that if you apply yourself, you can be good at anything you set your mind to. Even if your past means that you're notoriously not even good. And in that case, me being notoriously not that great at math. And here I am trying to get a 4.0 during possibly the hardest semester of my college experience. Now, to hold myself accountable for this theory, because I want to prove this theory true, I'm recording this video. And that's because I want to get this 4.0. I'm not saying it can be easy to do things that are difficult, but I think it's possible. And that's going to require a lot of effort on my part, more effort than I've ever put into school before in my entire life. And that's the purpose of this video, is to hold me accountable. I want to post a video once a week on this YouTube channel, Chance Shepherd, updating on my progress. Now, this is not the first week of school. I'm actually on week 4, and I have exams coming next week, my first round of exams. So next week will be, a little more exam progress in terms of the video, and will be a good indicator on how the rest of the semester goes, because if I bomb all my first exams, then that's not going to be a very good look, and is going to make my job of getting my first ever 4.0 semester during the hardest year of college a lot harder. So we have a lot to look forward to. Now, making this video actually kind of excites me, kind of puts goosebumps on my skin in a sense, because it's that what if, right? What if I could get a 4.0 GPA that semester? And that's a question, you can ask yourself in all aspects of life. I have another kind of simultaneous goal that I'm pursuing, and that's a 225 bench in the gym. I want to be able to bench press 225 pounds. Kind of similar to math, I've always been notoriously pretty weak, pretty small and weak as a person. But Ever since I think after junior year of high school, I started going to the gym. Now slowly and surely, and not without failures and plateaus and, months where I've, gone in and out of the gym. I'm getting closer. When I first started in the gym, I couldn't even bench press 95 pounds. And just recently I benched 185 pounds. So I've more than doubled my bench press. For about the past 4 months, I've been consistently going to the gym now, pretty much every day. I have very few missed days now at this point, under 2 weeks in the past 4 months where I have not gone to the gym. So I'm hoping that these two goals, the 4.0 semester and the 225 bench press, come very soon. And in fact, if I apply myself just hard enough in both of them, they might just happen at around the same time. Now back to that what if. Imagine yourself. You don't even have to imagine, you can actually do it. Ask yourself the what if. The what if that goal that seems totally impossible, like I would have said junior year of high school, benching 225 pounds is totally impossible. Or getting a 4.0 GPA, if you would have asked me junior year of high school, during the hardest year of engineering, I would have told you would have been totally impossible. But ask yourself, what if? Because those goals are actually more attainable than you might think. The fact that something is impossible gives it all the more reason to be pursued. Without attempting the great and impossible, where's the risk and where's the reward? Real satisfaction and self-gratitude comes from doing difficult things. And there is no greater self-gratification than completing something you once thought was impossible. It is the highest form of human achievement. Now, your goals may be very different than my goals, and they most likely are. Although my goals are very popular goals, and goals that many other young men also have, your goals may be a lot more specific than mine. And that's great. The more specific the goal is, the more attainable it is. A very broad goal is very hard to pursue because you don't have attainable steps that you can walk and track yourself to achieve your goal. The problem with fantasizing achieving all your dreams and the great and impossible is that they are great and impossible in this very moment. You need to do things that you have never done before in your entire life to achieve these goals. Now, these things that you have never done before in your entire life are going to suck most likely. Nothing changes if nothing changes. And I'm sure you guys have heard that before, but it's real. You can't expect to get a 4.0 GPA if you just keep up the same study habits. You can't expect to bench 225 pounds in the gym if you keep working out the same way you've always been working out or not been working out at all. The same thing applies for studying. Like I said, nothing changes if nothing changes. So, what to take away from this is change that something in your life. Ask yourself the question, what if? This question should raise goosebumps on your skin because it is the great and impossible that you are searching for to reach the highest form of human gratification. Make the change in your life. Do the things that you don't want to do now and do them consistently. The only way change is going to happen is time under pressure. Pressure creates diamonds. There's a very common phrase. It's that a strong sword isn't just made in a single blacksmithing section. You have to apply heat, you have to apply fire, you have to hit it on the hammer over and over and over on an anvil. And the very best swords go under heat and fire and pressure time and time and time and time and time and time again. And so you need to apply this philosophy to your life. Be consistent with your change and be adamant that you are going to make change. Become the person you want to be. If you want to be strong and you want to start going to the gym, become that person. You will slowly, and you'll find yourself, if you keep up with it over time, you will become that person. Suddenly, with within time, you're gonna blink and you're gonna be like, whoa, I'm strong. But when you first started in the gym, you weren't strong. If you want to be smart and get a 4.0 GPA, study and be like the people who get 4.0 GPAs. Imagine yourself and live the life of someone who has a 4.0 GPA, and time and pressure, you will become that person. But like I said, nothing changes if nothing changes. So you have to make this change in your life now. Do the action that's going to result in this change, and do it now. Don't say, oh, I'll start tomorrow. Just do it now. There's no better time than the now, and you are living in the now. You aren't living in the future, and you're not living in the past. So thinking about the future all the time is just going to make you anxious. Thinking about the past all the time, you're going to live a life of regret and depression. So live in the now. Do the things that you need to do in the now to become the better person. Make the change in your life. I know you guys can do it because I'm doing it too. And that's the whole point of this video, is it's a testimony towards myself and you guys. I want to wrap up this video with a quote that I wrote down recently in my little journal. And it says, change happens when the pain of staying the same is greater than the pain of the challenge. So commit yourself to the change in your life, whatever goal that you've set yourself up for. I believe in you guys, and I know I believe in you guys because I am doing it myself. So next week, around this time, I will be uploading a very similar video, hopefully with some post-exam results. For those of you who have stayed with me for this long, I appreciate you guys watching, and I hope you guys can take away a little something from this. Because if anything, I took away a lot from this, the self-reflection. So make the change in your life. You guys got this. See ya.